Hookah Podcast. And we're live in 3, 2, 1.
What is up, Midnight Tokers, Afternoon Hailers, and AM Hookah Smokers? This is the AM Hookah Podcast, your number one hookah podcast every Monday on youtube.com/AM Hookah at 6:30 Central Standard Time. Also on twitch.tv/AM Hookah as well. I am the M in the AM, and with me is the double apple maniac, Adrian Hunter. How you doing this week, man?
Where are you coming up at these? I haven't smoked double apple in a minute.
I know, but I've always thought of you
podcast
as being a double apple guy, right? Like, you're a fan of the double apple.
I do like the double apple.
Yeah.
I am a fan. Matt, I'm good. I wasn't here season 4, so this almost feels alien. It feels like I've forgotten how to do this already, and we're right in the middle of a season.
and everyone is just staring at us into this internet thing that we do. It gets weird at times, doesn't it? Just feels kind of bizarre in some ways.
You know what? Call me Bracken for the rest of it.
All right, so we have a really fun-filled show for today. In just a bit, we're going to introduce our very special guest that we have with us that you know from many, many different nicknames. He's known as the Banana King. He's known as the Guy, and so many more. But we know him as Joe from Eternal Smoke. He's going to be joining us here in just a little while. But before we get to that, we have a very important age warning that Adrian is going to hit for us.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the AM Hookah Podcast. You may be watching this from your house or your car or work or wherever you are, and we only ask for a few things. And the biggest of those things is know how old you are. If you're under the age of 18, in some places it's 21, and you should know how old you're supposed to be to smoke in the state that you're in because you're supposed to be an adult. If you're under that age, please go away because we don't condone minors smoking hookah or listening to us talk about hookah. Your parents have homework for you, and you should go do it. If you're of age, welcome to the AM Hookah Podcast, everybody.
Yes. We want you here if you're legal of age to be here. In fact, I wanted to do something very special today. I wanted to say happy birthday to a very good friend of ours here at the AM Hookah Podcast, Badia. Bad idea. Badia. It's his birthday.
You know what that calls for?
What does it call for it? The White Claw!
No laws when you're drinking claws, boys.
Well, technically there are laws. Technically there are laws.
Not last time I checked.
Yes, it's Badia's birthday. We want to wish him a very big, lovely happy birthday from everyone here at the AM Hookah Podcast, the crew and everything. So we are live, obviously, as you are probably watching this on youtube.com/AM Hookah, but we're also live on Facebook at the moment too. And we want you to come on over and join us over at youtube.com/AM Hookah or twitch.tv/AM Hookah because we have some really fun stuff planned for the end of today's show. We actually have a swag bag to give away from Eternal Smoke. Joe is going to be giving away a swag bag, but the only way that you can win that is if you come on over to the youtube.com/AM Hookah because we're going to be starting a raffle over there that you can only enter through the YouTube link. So make sure you guys are ready. You can come on over to the YouTube link so you guys can participate in that, obviously. But if you are watching it on Facebook, we appreciate that. We have a Facebook group. We also have a Facebook page. Where did I put my water? I just realized that my mouth is getting parched, and I have a water somewhere that I've completely lost now, and I have no idea what I've done with it. So this is not good.
It's not falling apart yet.
I don't know. I need to find this water eventually. But yes, we have a really...
For the giveaway, as someone who's familiar with the swag that Eternal Smoke is slinging, I don't know what's going to be in this swag bag, but I'm sure you want it.
Absolutely. You can see my hat hanging from the backside right there. They also do this cool thing where they give away a flash drive, which is kind of cool. My wife is bringing me my water. Thank you, wife. Appreciate it. Love you. Why is it already half drank? Did you drink this? My children have gone into my juice. Not cool.
I thought it was water.
It is water with.
Is it perhaps alcoholic?
It is not alcoholic. I am not. I have laws here. At the moment, there's no White Claw going on. What is up, Sid? So happy to see you as always. So nice when we get to read your name off. I think that's gonna do it for us over on Facebook, though. What do you think? Is there any other last notes we need to hit on Facebook before we say goodbye to them? You're muted at the moment.
I think we're good. Everyone who's been, I'm trying to make a habit of that, and it's going to bite me in the ass. Everyone who's been watching on Facebook's probably like, man, all these guys do is say hi and leave. And you got to come check us out on YouTube because that's where we're native.
That is.
Come see us.
Very true. All right. Well, thank you guys on Facebook. Head on over there so you have an opportunity to win the awesome swag bag that we're going to be giving away from Eternal Smoke. And I think that's going to do it for us. So, yeah, head on over. Bye, Facebook. We'll talk to you guys later. And we're about to bring our good friend Joe, the Banana King, on the show. So meet us over on youtube.com/AM Hookah. Bye.
We gave Facebook too much today. We got to really reel it back on how much we give Facebook.
Yeah, they're not allowed to get that much in the future. I agree with you. We've given Facebook far too much.
Absolutely. I'm really thinking we set the timer for 5 minutes and we just flick them off on the way out.
Just like that. We set it and then it just disappears instantaneously.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get into Joe coming on, I want to quickly shout out our people over on Facebook one more time. Not the actual, live on there, but we do have a picture of the week this week. I dropped the ball because I set it up because for just unable to. We were coming back and everybody was still very much hungover these last week and stuff. So I picked a picture and I forgot to send it over to Adrian to get it formatted correctly. So I just threw it in there to get it set up. I know it's my fault. I greatly apologize.
It's a community fail. I should have reminded you. So it's okay.
So we're going to go ahead and jump over to the picture of the week, though, and it will take a minute for Adrian, obviously, to see this unless you were browsing the wonderful pictures. So it's very easy. This week, I just said, put some tobacco in a bowl and give us a picture of that, and that's what I'm going to pick for the picture of the week. And this one was submitted by none other than Dude Where's My Hookah, Rob.
Rob.
Woo! What?
Pronounce his last name real quick.
Picanara? Picanora? I don't know.
Pecoraro.
You got to roll the R, right? Pecoraro. I don't know about
Don't do that. Stop.
This is a fantastic picture, though, that he submitted for us. He submitted a bunch of them. I picked this one for obvious reasons. This is an Eternal Smoke flavor that he has loaded up in a gorgeous, it looks like an alpaca bowl. I'm assuming it probably is. This is just a beautiful shot. You can see his vase in the background of it. Everything just looks beautiful. The lighting. The way that he was able to give us this picture is on our Facebook page.
What flavor is that?
It looks like it's like a cherry limeade. I don't know what flavor.
That looks really good. Like the fact that it's not chilled wine is just great for me.
No, it would be even better if it was chilled wine, obviously.
We need to have a talk. It's Midnight Passion, it turns out.
Midnight Passion.
Thanks, Bracken.
Your text is showing up on our whereabout thingamajig, so please put that in our chat so that people don't know the behind the scenes stuff without them knowing. But
they'll know about the profanity.
Exactly, just us yelling at each other. But by the way, so if you guys want an opportunity to get your name shouted out here on the podcast and your picture shown off, all you got to do is be a part of the AM Hookah group on Facebook. We do a prompt saying, hey, give us a picture. We pick what we want to be the picture of the week, and this is the picture of the week. So be prepped and prepared for that at the end of the show when we talk about it again. But thank you, Rob, for this amazing, gorgeous picture. It's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, get ready to hopefully get your name called out on the next.
I'm so bummed out because you guys did the recap, and I just want to gush about how fun it was to meet Rob. But there's a time and a place for that. Thanks, Rob. It was so much fun meeting you and everyone else that I met.
There you go. Yeah, that works. That works. All right, so wrap up. I think we're ready to bring on our special guest. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce him right now. Let's go ahead and welcome our guest to the show this week. There is a new brand that is there on the market today. You've probably already heard about it, and it is being run in part with help from this wonderful guy. You may have known him from his many different nicknames, such as the Banana King or the Guy. But we're here to know him as Joe from Eternal Smoke, and we're pleased to welcome him now. So, hello, Joe from Eternal Smoke. How are you doing today?
What's up, guys? I'm doing pretty good. I got a hookah. I got some White Claw also. I'm hanging out with my boys. Ready to talk some Eternal Smoke and some hookah. I'm excited.
That is awesome. We definitely are fans of White Claw here. I had never had White Claw until Vegas, and I didn't realize.
Same.
I did not realize like all the craziness that was like. I had tried other hard seltzers before. I had tried like Truly's. I had tried like some other bizarre one that I can't remember the name of or anything like that. So to finally try White Claw, I felt like it was like a feather in my cap, basically.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I don't know about you guys. I did not get to have very many White Claws at the house because they were drunk almost instantly when we got there, basically. It was crazy.
Yeah. We had like a pallet of White Claw. It was not good.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna start getting the raffle set up and ready so that we can go ahead and get people entered into that, so we can give that away at the end of the show. And while I do that, why don't we go ahead and talk a little bit about what it is that we are smoking at the moment? And if Adrian, you don't mind kicking it off right now, then we can go ahead and start talking about this. So Adrian, what do you got smoking at the moment?
Today you guessed it, white matte pair matching hose. This is a peculiar tip right here. I may talk about that in a few. I've got it all packed up in 80 feet, not just a regular 80 feet, Gen 3, Provost on top. 2, guess what cubes they are? They're Prestige Jumbo Flats. Why are they Prestige Jumbo Flats? Because it's a sponsor of this show.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Thank you, Prestige. Inside of it, I fumbled. I thought to myself, we're going to have Joe from Eternal Smoke on. I'm going to get that Dulce Banana with that lime lit. And I did this thing where I smoked all of it. So I'm just smoking Tangier's cane and green apple candy. So there's that. Joe, what are you smoking? Hopefully some Eternal Smoke to redeem me.
Yes, I am smoking some peach lit. Got this boy right here. Prepared. I'm smoking it on my hot box hookah with a KS bowl and some cools that aren't your brand cool, so I won't say them. And yeah, it's real good.
Professionalism. Look at that go. I've got to guess. There were a lot of coals where we were. That's outstanding. I'm glad someone's smoking Eternal Smoke. Now, the trick here is I'm now going to try to go to Matt to see what he's smoking, but is he ready for that?
I am, in fact, ready at the moment.
Perfect. Joe, you took exactly the correct amount of time. Beautiful.
I am right now getting everything set up and ready for the raffle to be done. I had the wrong entry point name to be able to be given away, so I'm going to change that real quick so that everyone can enter in a more generic one, so it doesn't sound like we're living in the past, basically. So right now, if you type in exclamation win, all you got to do is type in exclamation win. You're going to be entered into the raffle to win the awesome swag bag from Eternal Smoke, and we will be giving that away at the end of the show. You do have to be present to win that swag bag, by the way. You can't leave.
Yeah, don't pull. Unfortunately, I think it was Raul that missed out, and I was super bummed because I met him and I was like, oh man. But unfortunately, if you're not here at the end, like Matt says, we got to give it to active viewers. So.
Yes. But we will be giving that away at the end of the episode today. And I'm smoking something that I'm really enjoying quite a bit, and I also came prepared, Joe. I am smoking Aloha Nights. Right here, this wonderful blend of just, I don't even know what's in it.
I love those packages. Those 50-gram packages are tight.
They're very nice. There's plum in here. There's a bunch of berries in it. It just tastes fantastic. And then I'm also smoking with that a mix of smoothie sunshine, which you can see like some strawberries and you can see some mangoes and just all sorts of wonderful stuff. And this is just coming through fantastic and just smoking wonderful. And then this is what I did for my setup, because I'm using my Like Smoke today instead of using the work bun hookah. But I'm smoking with my HEW bowl that I got at the show. And then I threw on the clay screen from Alpaca. I'm using 3 of the cubes from Prestige Bubbles charcoal. And this is smoking just absolutely fantastic. I'm really enjoying. Normally, I smoke with, obviously, normally I smoke with a Provost, right? And I don't usually do like the regular foil and coal and stuff. But today, I am definitely rocking the coals on clay screen.
You still found a way to get out foiling it. Quit pretending.
That's basically it. But this stuff is really good. This is really, really sweet and delicious. I'm really enjoying it quite a bit. All right. So now that we've gone over what it is that we're actually what we're smoking and everything, I think, we don't have a whole lot of other ground to cover. So I wanted to jump right in as quickly as possible and talk with our awesome guest that we have here, Joe from Eternal Smoke, and really get into this interview and get into it right away. And if you guys have questions in the chat that you'd like to ask, drop a question mark in front of your question so that we can easily pick it out. And then we can easily insert that into the show as well. But let's go ahead and get this started, I think, the best way that we can by asking you exactly, who are you, Joe? Who is Joe from Eternal Smoke? Who is the Banana King, if you will?
I am Joe Rolls. I am the marketing manager for Eternal Smoke. I've been with the company basically from the get-go. And yeah, I like marketing, I like hookah, and I like video games.
Oh, all right. I think you'll fit in. I think you'll fit in really nicely here. We have some questions that we actually asked earlier. Bracken did from our Facebook group. We got somebody. I think we got somebody sub to the show. Thank you guys so much for doing that. Appreciate that. As always, if you subscribe to us, we will call you out as soon as I see your name. All right, so so Bracken hopped on Facebook and he did a video and he said, hey, if you guys got questions, ask us some questions here as well. And immediately, let's go ahead and jump into that because Diamond Roberts, he asked a bunch of questions about Eternal Smoke, obviously. He said, what's your favorite flavor from Eternal Smoke and why? Do you enjoy representing Eternal Smoke? And what is your favorite part about being involved with Eternal Smoke? So you got kind of 3 layers of questions to ask right there.
3 for.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First one, favorite flavor, peach lit. That's why I'm smoking it right now. What was the second question? Or did I answer the first question completely?
You did. You answered it in one question. It was perfect. It was exactly what you needed to do. The next part of that question is, do you enjoy representing Eternal Smoke, and what is your favorite part about being involved with Eternal Smoke? So they're the same but slightly different.
No, yeah. So yeah, of course I love repping Eternal Smoke. I have my nice collection behind me to show off. I got my swag lanyard. I got my hat. I got a bunch of other stuff I'm not wearing, but I should have. I should have just been like loaded up.
You're already on point. You're already on point right now.
Yeah, right.
Bracken's rocking his knapsack right now. What did he call that earlier? He called it his. You didn't want to say sack. You called it your. What'd you call it, Bracken? Unmute yourself real quick. What is that exactly?
It's my Eternal Smoke European satchel.
Oh, satchel.
Yes, European satchel, also known as a fanny pack.
Fanny pack, yeah.
Right.
Bring those back, please.
Right. And my favorite part about working with Eternal Smoke, right, why I like working here is the brand's great. We have a cool group of people, and we're not afraid to kind of go out the box a little bit, and it's fun for me and my standpoint to get to create and kind of bring something, like the hats and the fanny packs and stuff like that, and just showcase this brand the best that I can. And it's been an honor, and I don't know, I could probably talk all day about how much I like working for Eternal Smoke.
I gotta say, as a consumer of basically everything, because capitalism, but especially hookah in general, shisha and stuff, I've been super impressed with you guys' like marketing in general, because you don't just, you got shisha and your branding's on point, but you guys do have all kinds of different, like, I guess you could just call it swag, all these different like items that you use to market, and it's really cool to see that because it's reminiscent of other industries, and you don't so much see that in the hookah industry nearly as much. So that I've been super pleased with that. Like my favorite thing right now that I still look at, and I think I've tried every flavor, is you guys have that catalog. It's like the best catalog ever.
Yeah, so. I was going to ask, is there a catalog in the swag bag that you're going to be giving away? Because I think that is something that's really cool, and I'd love to see other people's opinions of it upon getting it. I think it's very cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely make sure the booklet or the catalog is in there, because we definitely put a lot of time and effort into that thing. Like Adrian said, it was. I wish I could take credit for it, but it was actually my boss's baby. She spent a lot of time and effort to make sure that, because it was the first thing that people saw, like besides our tobacco, was that booklet or the catalog. And wish I had one in front of me right now, but I kind of fell on that one. But right, so you got all the flavors in there. You got some history about us, what we're trying to do. Just pretty pictures. It's on point. The
production quality is so on point. Glossy pages with like this matte finish on the flavors themselves. Oh, I was like, ooh, woo.
Yeah, we definitely don't pull any punches. You can tell from like even from our containers and stuff like that. We wanted to make sure that people realize that we're not messing around.
Very nice. So that actually leads into kind of an interesting question. This is one of the reasons why I was really excited to have you on the show, is because you can actually speak directly to this. But as you know, marketing tobacco is not the easiest thing to do for a multitude of reasons, for a lot of different reasons, especially if people have been paying attention recently. They're really trying to crack down hard on Facebook and on Instagram and stuff like that. So it really leads directly into this question that I'm really interested in, is what are some of the challenges when it comes to marketing a tobacco brand and trying to get your name name out there and, let consumers know about you, obviously, but the difficulties of actually trying to do that because it is tobacco and the stigma that tobacco actually carries a lot of times.
Yeah, it's definitely been a big challenge for me. I came from doing video game marketing before I joined Eternal Smoke, and that was a piece of cake. You could do Google ads, you could do Facebook ads, you could do, word ads, image ads, you could do everything. So when I came here and I realized, oh, I legally can't do a bunch of this stuff, it's interesting. It's challenging, but it's exciting to see what we can do. Like, we got shows like you guys that I can come on and I can talk, and there's no problem with me on here getting the word out. So we're trying to do some guerrilla marketing, things like that, to get people talking about us. Because we're a new brand and we don't want to get dinged by the government and stuff like that by not following the rules. So
is the most difficult part just the fact that it is tobacco? Like, is that I'm trying to kind of word it so that it's the easiest way to kind of mention it, I guess, in a way, but is the most difficult part just the fact that it itself is tobacco?
Yeah, 100%. There's just a bunch of things you have to make sure that you're not doing wrong, because you don't want to get the big man on your back, and we don't want to go out of business or lose, a bunch of money just because we messed up and accidentally promoted a video or something like that. And technically I could do Facebook ads, I could do stuff like that, but Facebook just isn't going to show it to anybody, and it's not going to go anywhere. So it's just going to be a waste of money. Okay. So we have to find ways to, get our name on events and into places that we can legally be there. So that's the big challenge, is finding that because there is possibilities. There's definitely, it's not impossible, but it's just making sure you stay on the right side of the law and don't get dinged.
Okay. So we have a couple questions already coming in through the YouTube chat. Obviously, if you guys have a question, drop a question mark in front of it so Bracken can easily grab them and we can ask them immediately. We got one from, I believe it's a Kat, K-A-I-T, Kate, I think maybe is how you'd pronounce that, right? Kate. She says, what are your two favorite flavors to mix from Eternal Smoke? What Kate is a boy? I apologize. He says, what are your two favorite flavors to mix, is what he is asking the podcast at the moment.
My two favorite to mix would probably be Dulce Banana and Milk and Cookies.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I'm not trying to do a crowd favorite, but it's good. You can't mess with it. That's probably my favorite. We've done some interesting stuff, like mixing I think Adrian said he was going to mix Dolce Banana and Lime Lit. There's stuff like that where you don't think, maybe it might not be the best thing, but the flavors really combined pretty well.
The Dolce Banana's this sweet, creamy dessert flavor. And the Lime Lit's this super sharp, sweet, minted lime. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that comes together. The whole is more than the addition of the parts.
Yeah.
I think it's really good.
Yeah, we have a friend actually who's a huge banana smoking fan. He loves smoking a very particular banana tobacco, and we told him you have to try Dolce de Banana. We told him you have to try it because we really think you're going to like it, and he tried it, and I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, Tristan. I'll be honest. The first time he tried it, he was not a fan of it, actually. He was like, I don't know, it's not that good. I'm not feeling it the way you guys are feeling it. And then it was a solid week, maybe 2 weeks later, he comes back and he's like, I don't know what I was talking about, guys. That is
the best banana flavor ever, baby.
Fantastic. It's
Best
so
ever.
good. And it really is I don't like banana flavors at all, and it's the only banana flavor that I definitely enjoy quite a bit is that Dolce Banana, because it's not just banana. That's the thing, is originally, because all of our friends were talking about it very heavily. You got nicknamed the Banana King at the Orlando meetup at the beginning of this year, and everyone said banana, but nobody was calling it Dolce Banana. So I had this weird expectation that it was just going to be a banana flavor. That's what I thought it was going to be. And then I finally tried it. I'm like, this is not just banana.
Yeah, that's
this
what
is
people
Dolce.
are messing up, I think, because banana, the flavors that are typically used in extracts and stuff, it comes across as Laffy Taffy Runts-esque banana.
Yep.
And I think that turns a lot of people off.
Yes.
But that's
For
not the
me.
case in the Dulce Banana.
Yeah, no yellow number 5 over here.
That Dolce definitely cuts it very, very nicely. Big fan of it. All right, so we got another question coming in from YouTube as well. He said, this is from Chris, actually. And if you guys didn't know, at the Hookah Expo weekend, there was a ping pong tournament that happened. And me and Adrian actually didn't do all that bad. We made it past the first 2 rounds. We made it to the 3rd round. So
I think we were like hustled in the first round. I think they didn't want to play and they let us win.
well, I'll take any win as we need it. I'm not opposed to just getting handed a win, because that means the AM Hookah team did not get eliminated in the first round. And that's all that actually matters. We played a hard second round, though. We played a hard second round that we earned our win for sure. But the actual winner of the tournament was Joe and Jesse, a friend of ours as well. They won the beer pong tournament. So congratulations, you are the champion of that, obviously. So Chris would like to know, Joe, who's your favorite wrestling champion of all time? This is a little out of left field, I know it is, but this is what Chris wants us to ask, and I gotta ask what the fans want to know about. So who's your favorite?
Easy question.
Oh, okay.
Randy Orton,
Ooh,
all day.
What?
Yep, RKO out of nowhere.
Oh my gosh, Joe, my whole opinion of you has completely changed.
Oh
as of right now.
no. I mean, I'm an attitude era boy.
Okay,
so,
okay, I can understand that.
So of course, I could say Stone Cold because that's an easy one.
Agreed.
But the more my heart, I think about it in my heart, Randy Orton.
Very serious conversation piece right here, so you have to really, think about that from your heart.
Yeah,
obviously.
right.
Did you really just try to use the belt that they got from the beer pong tournament to use it as a segue?
That was
Is
a
that what you
decent.
just did there?
It was a good segue.
Was that a good segue, or was that pushed?
I approve.
Okay.
Fair.
I felt
mean,
pretty good about it. I felt pretty
So
good.
if I can talk about the belt a little bit,
Please do.
'cause I do feel a smidge bit bad that I won it a little bit, because when I met the guys at Hookah University, we were playing beer pong, and so I was like, "Yo, let's do like a trophy or some sort of like tournament at Vegas," and they're like, "Yes, can it be a belt?" And I was like, "Hell yes, it can be a belt," and so. It's our belt, and I won it, and I felt a little bad about it. But
Jesse's actually holding on to it.
I let Jesse take it home
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's keeping it warm for us, because he's my boy. And next tournament, we'll take it home again. Maybe next time I'll take it. I won't feel as bad.
Jesse, I saw him practicing when I first got there, and he was just sinking them one after another, and I was like, man, I don't want to do this. Like, you are just going to have no problem just demolishing. He's like, no, I get way worse after I start to drink a little bit. And he was starting to let down a little bit, so I was getting a little bit more confidence built up, and sadly, we didn't even get a face, you guys. Otherwise, me and Adrian probably would have won that match, honestly. I mean, we were doing pretty, we would probably won. We probably would have done okay.
I don't know. It's a mystery game sometimes, beer pong. So
It's very
you can
true.
have as much skill as you want, but sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Very true, very true. All right, so let's get back into some of these questions that we have prepped and prepared that we want to talk about a little bit. One of the things that I would like you to speak on a little bit is what sets Eternal Smoke apart from the other things that we have in the market today. Like, in your opinion, what is it about Eternal Smoke that makes it different and something unique upon its own 2 feet?
For sure. So there's some factors. We have our cut, I think, is pretty unique.
Very good.
Fine cut, easy to pack. Our flavors are pretty unique, I believe. You're gonna have, I got a bunch of love and stuff from Dulce Banana and stuff like that, where people in the groups were looking for this flavor, and we found it for them. And like, the flavor's always true, powerful. Gonna say our longevity, the shisha will last quite a while. I've had some bowls go like 2.5, 3 hours sometimes, maybe even longer. I'm testing out this hot box right now. I hear whispers. I can get like a 4-hour session with a hot box.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know. I haven't.
You
not
smoking a
proven
single
yet.
flavor for 4 hours, Joe?
I don't know if I could, but that's what I heard.
That's a lot of love for Peach Lit. That's a
Right.
that's a lot of love
Right.
for a single flavor. Like, I love this mix that I just did, but I don't want to smoke this for 4 hours.
It's dedication.
Yeah, dedication for sure.
And I think our presentation. We don't cut edges on our packaging, our delivery method, and I think that because we're a small team, we're always ready to help people out and work with our customers right now and consumers. So I think that's everything.
Okay, that's a pretty good list of things that sets you guys apart. I'd have to agree with all of them. I think that I do really like your guys' cut a lot. When I first got this stuff home and I popped open the bag and I was able to kind of look around at it and stuff like that. I think that it's sometimes under appreciated, a really good cut in tobacco. Like, we all really do appreciate it, but I think at times we kind of fall into the mundane. Like, I know some people. Adrian, are you one of those types of people that cut up your tobacco if it's not to the cut that you like?
Yeah, there's a lot of brands, especially traditional brands. The cut tends to be, it's not so, all I really want is consistency. If it's going to be a little more leafy, whatever. My problem is you're going to have, like, in certain brands, you're going to have pieces of what looks like Eternal Smokes cut with like full leaves of tobacco, and that's nonsense. And that's, if I'm buying a 250 container of tobacco, I would like the whole experience to be inclusive. I don't want to do homework.
Yes.
So I am one of the people that can really appreciate a consistent cut. And there's a few brands that have nailed it. Eternal Smoke is one of the ones on the top of that list.
Yes, I completely agree. So we got some people right now smoking some Eternal Smoke. What are you guys smoking in the chat, by the way? If you guys are smoking Eternal Smoke, if you're not smoking Eternal Smoke, what are you guys smoking in the chat? We'd love to hear, obviously. In the chat, though, we do have Tony, my vice president right now. He is smoking some Dolce Cocoa Dream and Red Lips. What is Cocoa Dream? Just like a straight up like chocolate flavor? Is it like milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
Yeah, so it's like a milk chocolate. You'll have the chocolate notes and the cream. So we realized our cream's pretty good with the milk and cookies and things like that. So we kind of did a couple flavors with it.
Ooh,
so
I like that. Yeah, let us know what you guys are smoking in the chat. We definitely appreciate hearing that, obviously. So we also got a chat from Stefan. I'm going to go ahead and ask this right now because I feel like this is going to be a divisive question.
No, the answer is no.
This is a very divisive question right now, so we got to ask it. I think it's really important that the world knows our opinions on it. Joe, do pineapples belong on pizza?
I think people might not like me anymore after I reply with this.
Please, please, please.
Do they belong on pizza?
Do they belong on pizza?
Probably not.
What?
Do I enjoy pineapples on my pizza?
Do you?
Yes.
Yes, of course they.
No,
You can't.
I feel like that was a pretty good answer, right?
Yeah, stop being so damn political, okay? I'm going to tell you guys right now that pineapples definitely belong on pizza, and they're delicious on pizza. You can put anything on pizza.
You have a peasant palate, Matt.
No, you can do whatever you want with your pizza. It's your what does Bracken say? Poke it, pack it, smoke it.
Bracken says thumbs down to your bullshit.
No,
you can see it right now, but I can see it.
No, load it, bake it, and eat it. Okay, you can put whatever you want on your pizza. I'm telling you that it's okay, and pineapples are absolutely fine on pizza. All right, don't act that crazy like it doesn't belong. So, Adrian, your answer is no.
My answer is no. Can we move on from the pineapple talk? I'm starting to get nauseated. I just enjoyed my dinner, and it's coming up.
You got a question?
Maybe I need to make a pineapple
Adrian?
pizza flavor.
Yes.
Please don't.
Yes. No. Do. Definitely.
If you didn't, I'd be a happier person.
I'd be happy if you did. If it tastes anything like chilled
Matt's happier than
wine.
me in general. He doesn't need it as bad as I do.
All right.
I got I don't think we've really touched on this.
Please do.
At all. And I think that this is a good, Matt did the dossier for this episode, and I'm actually really interested in this. Hopefully we didn't go over it and I didn't just black out. But hookah, like, everyone has to get into that at some point, and everyone's got a different story about how they got into it, and like how, why, where did you get here, and who brought you?
Good. This is a good question. I like answering this question.
Yes.
I got into hookah thanks to Eternal Smoke. Never smoked once in my life hookah before Eternal Smoke, and that's how I got into it. So I'm still kind of a newbie, less than a year.
So, how did you find out about it? Like, what? Give us some more deets about this Eternal Smoke. Like, we get that Eternal brought you in, but how did you find out about Eternal? Like, there has to be a fun story involving this.
So when I applied to the job, we were so new that I couldn't find us on Facebook.
Oh no!
Or anything. It was unknown to anybody, and so I my other job was winding down, so I needed to find a new job. So I started applying to marketing positions, and literally, okay, I got to apply. And literally the next morning, I get an email from this company, Eternal Smoke, and I do my Google search, try to figure them out. I'm like, I'm getting scammed. I'm gonna meet these guys and I'm gonna get like beat up in an alley or something. They're gonna take my money. But no, I got the office, our beautiful shared office space we have right now, and I'm like, okay, this might be legit. And I was talking to my now boss, and she asked me about my background, and I think it helps that I have the target market kind of understood, which is like 20-ish people to 35-year-old-ish guys.
Video gamers.
Yeah. So, and she didn't want to do the same old marketing. So, and I'm just, a great guy and everyone likes me. So they offered me the job. Right. And
No need to be humble. That's fine. It's good.
just a little bragging right here. Offered me the job, and they gave me a hookah, they gave me a bowl, they gave me tobacco. So for the first like 3 months of my hookah career, it's just been Eternal Smoke. So
Good way to start. A lot of us do not start that nicely.
Yeah, most of us started
Right.
with some trash. So,
yeah, I feel like I was a little pampered, a little a little put on a pedestal a little bit, which I'm okay with. But then like I met the HU guys and for their meetup, and I got to try a bunch of different tobacco. So I'm still learning, but I definitely feel pretty confident in my hookah experience and my knowledge. I hang out with Bracken every once in a while. I get to learn from his great knowledge pool that he has, and I try to take that and bring it to Eternal Smoke. I got a great coworker, Kate, who asked me a beautiful question. He's been in the game for a lot longer than me, and he's been training me and teaching me. And yeah, I don't know if I'll win any like hookah battles or anything anytime soon, but
You never know. You never know.
right, I'm definitely a fan of what hookah represents, which is coming together and community and meeting new people over this hobby or this I guess hobby that everyone connects over. So yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So we actually had a question from Travis Leader from Hookah University. Actually, he's hanging out in the chat with us as well. He says, Joe, tell us about learning hookah, which I would love to hear this. I feel like there has to be a decent story where like you did something crazy, like you're like, I don't know how to do this hookah thing, so I'm gonna put these charcoal inside of the bowl, and then I'm gonna put the tobacco on top of the charcoal and see what happens. Is that one of your first experiences?
It was not that bad. Luckily,
Okay,
like I said, I had showed me the in and outs. I have my KS bowl and I have my HMD, my hood HMD.
Okay.
And so that's how I know how to pack bowls. Learning foiling has been fun for me. That's definitely a process that I have not mastered yet. And mad props to anyone who can foil a good bowl and not mess it up. Luckily, I mostly just smoke Eternal Smoke, so even if I kind of mess it up a little bit, it's still going to be a good session. You can basically pack it however you want. If you pack it real good, it'll give you that 2 to 3 hour session. If you mess it up, you'll get a good hour and a half session.
Travis Leader just said that that was the worst New York accent ever, and I disagree. I think that was a very good New York accent because he knew that I was doing a New York accent. Therefore, it was a good accent.
A caricature, Matt. Let's get this straight. Your accents are not good.
They're wonderful.
They're D tier.
People like them. People know what they are. That's all that actually matters.
I'm gonna do a Matt's accent tier list video.
Oh wow, we haven't done any tier lists yet, so that would be a good one to start
some
on.
Tier lists. Let's hurt some fucking feelings.
All right, very cool stuff. All right, well, we have some more questions from Facebook. Actually, I'll ask one of these questions real quick. Paul, he has a lot of really good questions over on the Facebook group. Actually, he says, "Can you comment what kind of tobacco that you're using? Virginia leaf, burley, washed, unwashed, etc." We all know that it's blonde, but can you go a little bit more in depth to what the actual tobacco is?
Yeah. So it's German tobacco.
Okay.
Virginia German tobacco. It is washed. Yeah, that's it.
Is all of your lines actually washed? What about the Extreme series?
Extreme is a little less washed, but
okay.
it's still washed. The Extreme is more like the flavors are a little more powerful and maybe more unique. Like we have the Intense Pieces, which has the fig in it. Mm-hmm. So flavors that that more expert who can to palate and understand better.
Now, the chilled wine that I'm a big fan of is one of those flavors from the Extreme series. And now that we're talking about your series a little bit, do you mind going over a little bit on what your different series are? You have multiple, I don't even know what to refer to them besides series, I guess, inside of your brand, obviously. What are those series, and how do they differentiate from each other?
So we have the 6 series, or lines, whatever you want to call them.
Okay.
We have the Cool series, we have the Mix series, we have the Extreme series, we have Guess What, and we have Enjoy.
And Romance as well, correct?
Oh, yeah, 6.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
6 Romance as well, each with 5 flavors. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
And yeah, so each of them have 5 flavors, and each series is kind of tailored, made for that kind of experience. So like the Cool series, which is like the lime lit and the peach lit and those guys, lemon lit, blue lit, watermelon lit. I can
the lits.
I can right. They will have that chill ice effect, and they're meant to be more for casual smokers and people who like that ice feel. Then we have the mix line, which is what you're smoking, Matt, which is more the fruity flavors. Yep. We have so each one will be a blend of different fruits. And then we have the Romance line, which is what probably got us some hype, and that's like the more creamy, desserty flavors. That's where your Dulce Banana is going to be. That's where your Milk and Cookies is going to be. That's where your Red Lips is going to be. Midnight Passion, and I'm forgetting another one off the top of my head.
Is it the milk chocolate one, the cocoa one?
No, that one is in a different one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's all like the coffee flavors.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll go to that one with the Joy series, which is more of like a cafe kind of experience.
My favorite series, honestly.
Yeah. So we have some pretty good coffee flavors like dark bean or cafe noir. And then we also have like a masala chai, and then like the cocoa dream, which is like a milk chocolate, like a cocoa kind of deal. Then we have what Extreme line, which is like Dulce Banana or Dulce Apple. And we got
chilled wine.
Chilled wine,
the best
which
one.
is probably my second favorite flavor.
What?
Yes,
yep.
It's very good.
I'm just not going to comment on that.
It's very good.
This is why it's my second favorite flavor, because no one wants to comment on it. It's great.
Okay, so your two apples flavor, Deuce, but whatever the word
Deuce
is.
apple, yes, Deuce apple. Yeah,
that is an incredible 2 apples flavor.
Thank you. Yeah, so we weren't trying to go for the traditional like anise. We were actually, you can taste the red, you can taste the green.
I love the fact that the green apple it hits the palate.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I need to try this.
And then we have like a 10 pieces, which is fig. And then we have, what did I miss? Guess What? Right? Is the last one I missed?
Yes.
And that's a fun one for me. So that's like a little mystery pack. Yeah, you have Lemon Pop, you have Energy Bolt, you have
Energy Bolt.
Highball, Energy Bolt.
What is
Bartender's Choice.
What is Energy Bolt? I've not heard of this one from
you.
Guys
Gotta
yet.
guess.
You gotta guess.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. All right.
I have a guess.
Red
Go
Bull.
ahead, guess.
Energy drinks.
Those are possible guesses.
Oh, okay. I want to try this out too. Well, there's a lot in your brand. I've tried quite a few. Like I've definitely been able to enjoy quite a few different flavors from the meetup, and then I was able to score a small package of a few different flavors and stuff like that. So I've got to try quite a few, and I've really enjoyed them. But there's such a big variety that I need to really get into more of them, obviously, because there's a lot that like. It's one of those things where when you do a deep dive into a brand and stuff, and you're like, oh, I didn't know they did a flavor like this, or I didn't know they did a flavor like this. So that's exciting for me to look into and to see that when I first look into a brand, and I don't know how, I'd love to hear Adrian's thoughts about this as well. When I first look into trying out new stuff from a brand, first I look at flavors that I'm familiar with. And I'm like, oh, I know what this kind of tastes like, and I like to try their iteration of it. And then after I know if I'm enjoying their iteration of a flavor that I like, then I like to go in and try things that I've never heard of before that I think I might like based on the fact that I like the flavor that I'm used to, basically. I don't know. How do you go into doing a dive into a new brand, Adrian?
Well, it depends. Like with Eternal Smoke, one of the first flavors I got my hands on was the Deuce Apple, or the 2 apple iteration, and I went into, you smell the tobacco before you taste it. It didn't smell anything like a traditional double apple. So that happens a lot when you're going across brands. A brand might do a flavor a little bit differently than another brand might.
Mhm.
So I think it's best not to make direct comparisons until, like, unless you're doing something weird like reviewing stuff like I tend to do. It's just really good to go in with an open mind if you're going to dive into a brand, because usually a brand, especially one like Eternal Smoke, has a vision, and maybe some motifs that are just, basically contained within the brand. So I try not to do that as much, although it's hard not to. I think that's intuitively where most of our heads go. Like, I've had double apple before. Let's try this double apple. Is it the same as all the other double apples? And if it's not, you're like, this sucks, or you're like super pleased. Like, I think if you're a double apple hater, then you're probably going to love the Deuce Apple. So there's that.
Huh. That's always one of those interesting things about like trying new flavors, right? Like when it comes to flavors that I don't like, it is interesting to try a flavor and then be like, oh, I don't like this typically, but I'm enjoying it now, which is always different. It's one of those things you got to step out of your comfort zone to try stuff like that too. Which
the red lips, like this.
I'm
nailed a
hesitant
strawberry.
I'm hesitant to try that one, and I don't know what it is about it that's hesitating me to try it.
It smells a bit buttery because strawberry for some reason has that characteristic. But when you pack it, and I'll be honest, the same thing happens when you pack chilled wine. I meme on it being ketchup. But the scent doesn't necessarily directly translate to the flavor. You get a really nice strawberry flavor.
Ariel is also doing a thumbs up right now inside of Bracken's camera that nobody can see at the moment, but Ariel is also...
I can see it.
Yes, we can. Joe can see it. Joe's like, ah, ha, 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 ha. I can see you. Very, very cool. Well, let's go ahead and jump into some more of these questions that we have. We had a couple people actually ask about your thoughts of the expo, and that leads into one of my questions as well about your thoughts on the expo, obviously. What were your overall thoughts of the expo? Like, how did you think it went? What were some things that you'd like to see in the future? Was it what you were expecting? Was it different than what you were expecting? Your booth was very, very cool. If people don't know what it was and how it kind of looked, make sure you go and check out Eternal Smoke on Facebook and Instagram to get a good idea of what their actual booth looked like and all the fun stuff that they had going on at it as well. But what were your thoughts of Hookah Worldwide Expo number 3 for Eternal Smoke?
For Eternal Smoke, it was great. I couldn't ask for a better turnout, better weekend. Overall, the expo, it was definitely what I hoped it was going to be. A lot of cool hookah heads coming in and trying our tobacco. We had a pretty good guy behind the table packing up some bowls for everybody.
Yeah.
So it was an honor to have Bracken back there with us. It was a little crazier than I thought it was going to be honest, because I've heard some stuff like talking to guys who went to like 2 and 1, and I thought it was going to be a little more chill. But it was like nonstop for us. Like,
do you wish you would have got a bigger booth?
In hindsight, yes, but
okay, yeah.
So some like background is that we bought that booth 4 months or 3 months before we went public. Mm-hmm. So we had the booth purchased before anyone knew who we were. So we had to, think about it from a business end where we don't want to get a big booth and then no one shows up and we're like, oh, this is awkward. Mm-hmm. But so the ideal booth, worst case scenario, it's, people can still come in, we'll smoke, and it will be like, some one-on-one time. What happened was we got a small booth and it was like chaos and people couldn't get in, and we had to like tell people to come back at certain times. And it was honestly like honestly from a brand, it was amazing to be like, oh, I'm sorry, we're so busy, you can't come in right now. Like,
yeah, like, but that just means that whoever hired you did a good job, because everyone knew about it when you guys went live. So it was bumping.
That's probably
that just means you're really good at your job.
I was going to say, it's probably just all because Joe is just really good at what he does, I guess, right? That's what that means, basically.
And just keep bringing the compliments on. That's fine. Well, I loved our booth. It's definitely, we were trying to be different. We were trying to stand out. Mm-hmm. We made, like, from my background was a video game booth, so I have experience going to like PAX East and West and South and stuff like that. So I was trying to bring that on into the Hookah Expo. So anybody who had a chance, we had like a Mortal Kombat 11 going. We just had things for people to do. Mm-hmm. and besides smoke hookah. In hindsight, maybe I should have made some more room for hookah. But we had a small crew, and we had enough hookahs going that anytime anyone came up, it wasn't going to be a bad session for them. They were going to enjoy the flavor that we had, which was our 100% main goal, is that we didn't want anyone coming up and the first time trying internal smoke be like, oh, this is a little off, or like, oh, it's a little burnt, or oh, it's a little weak. Bracken and Kate and the rest of the crew had that stuff going on clockwork. I can't thank them enough, because it was a great turnout for us.
So, a question that came in from the chat just a little while ago. Travis Leader asked again. He said, "What were your opinions of the after parties that Eternal Smoke was actually a part of? How did your overall? So you were, the show was Saturday, Sunday, but you were doing stuff from Friday all the way until you left Sunday evening and stuff like that. Well, you left a little bit later, obviously. So I know we got to hang out with you for a little bit longer on Sunday, for instance. But your overall for the entirety of the weekend that you were there from Friday into Sunday and stuff, how were all the events that you were a part of, and the not only the turnout but kind of the reception that you were noticing for Eternal Smoke?"
Yeah, as a new brand, I don't think we could have done any better. Like, it was an amazing weekend for us. We had an event Friday with the THL group called Smoked at Oasis Lounge. Mm-hmm. We took it over for like 3 or 4 hours, maybe a little less, I don't remember. But every hookah that was running in there had Eternal Smoke in it. It was great. They had drinks for everybody, a dope ass like ice sculpture. The Oasis gang, that crew was amazing. Mm-hmm. They were busting their asses the whole night, making sure the hookahs were good. And then Saturday we had the Hookah University party with everybody. It was great to be a part of that. Like I said, we sponsored the beer pong tournament. It was really cool to get like other brands in there too, like 5 Star and stuff like that. Gave stuff away too to the winners. And it's great to be on that table with everybody. And then Sunday we didn't do anything after, but a really cool thing for me personally was that the winners of the hookah battle used Eternal Smoke. They used Limelit, and I think it was Azure
Cola.
Thank you. I couldn't remember.
Best mixes of that weekend. Anyway, go on.
Couldn't remember that one, but that was a super big honor. So like Friday, Saturday, Sunday was amazing for Eternal Smoke, and I hopefully didn't overdo it this time, and then next year it's like, oh, we didn't do all these things, but we're gonna bring it out next year too, for sure.
Very nice, very nice. So going back to our YouTube chat as well, we have some more questions coming in through there. This one's from I'm gonna really not pronounce this name correctly, so I'm just gonna spell it EHAB. Adrian, how do you pronounce that? EHAB.
EHAB. Ahab?
Ahab? I'm not sure.
Ahab? It sounds Middle Eastern. I don't know. I'm not that knowledgeable.
They say, where can I try this in Orlando? It sounds like they may be local to Florida in some way. So is there somewhere in Orlando that people can try Eternal Smoke? Because your company itself is based out of, is it Orlando in Florida?
Yes.
Okay.
So the home court is Orlando. Where my Orlando people at?
Bracken,
I got one. Yeah, boy, Bracken, get it. So yeah, we're based out of Orlando. It's funny because we haven't had enough time to like do a bunch of. We're doing it now, mm-hmm. but we haven't had a chance to really push super hard because I mean we're only 4 months into doing sales right now. But we have a lounge, great people over at Basha Lounge over on University in Dean, I believe. If you're a local Orlando person, you'll know where that's at. They're carrying Eternal Smoke. We have a nightclub downtown called The Social that is carrying us right now. They do hookahs as well, which is pretty dope. And then we have some shops. SoCal Orlando is selling us. And we have Discount Tobacco Corner. And man, I'm gonna be real upset if I forgot somebody else right now in Orlando.
So there's definitely some places if you're local to Orlando that you will be able to find Eternal Smoke at then.
Yeah, I'll say it so just in case I miss somebody, we have on our website is a where to get it link. and you'll see that get updated hopefully daily or at least weekly in places where to get it. So you can see all the local places in Orlando. We got Love Lounge in Vegas that picked us up. So we're trying to update that constantly so people can see where they can get it at.
Oh, very cool, very cool. What is the website that people can check out if they're looking for that?
It's real simple, eternalsmoke.com.
Perfect. All right, very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and move things a little bit further back a little bit, and let's talk a question and interest that I have always when it comes to people, and especially industry type people and stuff, is your thoughts about social media, kind of in a general state and stuff. Like, what are your thoughts of Facebook and Instagram and Twitter for that matter? I mean, I know that hookah, when it comes to Twitter, is like non-existent. It's not there at all in any capacity. We have a Twitter account just because I guess we're supposed to, but like it's not really there. I talked to Bilu. Bilu is on Twitter, and he's the only reason that as a hookah person you should be on Twitter is so you can communicate with Bilu. That right there is the truth, I'm telling you. But what are your thoughts of the different social media platforms in reference to not only branding and marketing and stuff, but also the hookah community in general as well?
Yeah, so I love Facebook for the groups. Like, that's a big deal for me. Like you guys said, maybe I did something right and got into the groups before we got to the expo, so people knew about us. THL, Hookah Enthusiasts, Hookah University. It's all great groups. I'm sure I'm forgetting some. But it's cool to have that community and that building. AM Hookah Podcast Facebook group.
There you
Y'all
go.
gotta get on that.
That's the only one you need to know about, guys. There's
Right.
only one Facebook group for hookah in the entire world. It is AM Hookah on Facebook, the group and the page. Go like it and be a part of it.
So that's what I like about Facebook. Instagram is definitely where it's at. I think worldwide, a bunch of hookah fiends, hookah crazy guys, people who love hookah are on Instagram, which makes sense. You can post your pretty picture of your hookah or your bowl or your pack, and people can see it and find it really easy with the hashtags and everything like that. Twitter, yeah, it's non-existent. I tried it. I was hoping it was a thing, but I would love to get back on Twitter. I like Twitter for the fact that anyone can just @Eternal Smoke and I can see it and I can reply to it. I did that a bunch in my last job, but I get it. I mean, communities are where they're at, and if they're not on Twitter, then you can't knock them on it. You just got to keep going. So you can just Facebook message me, or Instagram DM me. YouTube is really interesting to me. We have our YouTube channel, Eternal Smoke, that we're messing with. So if you guys want to check that out, we got some videos. We do like a fun little satire, like kind of like educational videos, which we're having fun with. It was a blast to make.
Are we going to see you on any of those YouTube videos as well? Are you going to be making appearances?
I make an appearance, I believe. I'm not the host. I think I show up in one video where we were doing like hookah etiquette and like passing the hose, and I was like the D-bag who was just like, can't have this. So that, I think YouTube's what I'm most excited about for like 2020 in the future for us messing around with.
Definitely interesting because you can deliver the content in long form, which gives you a ton of freedom.
Yeah,
so I'm really excited to see that. It's really good that you guys it seems like you guys were involved in the like enthusiast groups on Facebook super early on too.
I mean, I think I talked to these guys. Oh man, I started about a year ago, maybe like 10 months ago. I started talking to people, and I mean, it's the only like point I had whenever I was a new guy, not knowing much. So I joined the groups. Yeah, joined the groups, trying to learn for myself and to talk to people and let them know.
Honestly, there probably isn't a much better place for you to end up, especially at the beginning, because these groups are basically just groups full of like tiny little mini marketers, because all of us are like in our own group of friends, the guys who are like nuts about hookah, and then like my group of like a buddy of mine just ordered like I think a kilo of Eternal Smoke or so from 5-star or something. So, it's a good way to make sales. I'm into it.
Yeah, I mean, if the professionals like us, then we're good to go, right? That's all really matters.
Yeah, professionals.
Right?
Keep the comments coming.
We just gotta let you guys tell everybody about it, and then eventually we'll be, everywhere.
That's what we are. We're professionals.
That's what I heard.
Bracken's doing a great job of selling
Let
us.
them think that. It's
I like
perfect.
it.
Man.
Yeah, I like it. That's very nice. Very cool. So we sometimes take calls on the show every once in a while. What do you think? Would you be down to take a couple of calls from the people in the the internet world? Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm down. I'm sure like Moise will show up or somebody. Let's do it.
All right, let me make sure that this is working. It seems like it is. I'll be posting that number here in just a little while. Also want to remind you guys to type in the word !win for your opportunity to win an awesome swag bag from Eternal Smoke. Check that out. It's literally a bag of swag. Reach into the swag bag and begin to pull something out, but then right before you get to the top, just drop it to make sure people
I
don't
did not
know.
realize there was a literal bag included in this bag of swag, and this bag is. I need an Eternal Smoke bag. I like how he just barely teased that there could be something in there.
What was that? What
We'll never
was
know
that?
what it is.
You'll never know. Well, the winner might know, but we definitely will not know. If Moy says anything about, never mind. I caught myself before I finished it. I caught myself. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You should preface those kinds of things with like, "Hey Matt, don't read this out loud." Let's move on. Adrian, would you have any other questions before we start taking calls?
Let me see here. I think we covered most of the really good points.
Mm-hmm.
And since I don't want to ask things like, what do you look for in a hookah pipe? That seems pretty off topic for this interview. I'll tell you what, I'll just ask it. Is there anything you look for in a hookah pipe, Joe? Whether it's aesthetic or functional, what have you enjoyed in your short time enjoying this?
Yeah, I thought that would be kind of an interesting question.
That's a good question. For me, as a newbie, just ease and simplicity, I guess,
what
is a
pipe
good way
are
to
you
say
using right now?
it. The hot box, which is actually
that's right. Okay.
which is actually pretty great.
You're so spoiled. You're spoiled as shit.
I'm pretty spoiled. I was smoking. So like the hookah they gave me was an Aeon. So like I've been. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You've never suffered like
I'm super spoiled.
Go to a gas station right now and just
Get a pumpkin hookah.
find the $20 hookah special at the gas station and go
You need-
buy that.
It's time to go through initiation, Joe.
God.
I mean, hey, Eternal Smoke's a great company to work with, all right? You smoke off of Aeons. You gotta get, hot boxes to smoke out of. It's great.
All right, so I think we're about ready to take calls. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to that so that people know that they can give us a call right now. The phone number that you can reach us at is 319-527-3235. You can give us a call at 319-527-3235. We'll take a couple of phone calls, the best that we can, obviously, so that we can berate Joe with questions. Obviously, he really likes compliments too, so don't hold back, as you heard him say.
Want to compliment Joe? We'll facilitate that.
Exactly. Right now's your time to talk to the Banana King. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, by the way, if you're enjoying the content that we're making. Also, don't forget to share the content as well. Let other people know that we exist and we're here. Let's go ahead and take our first caller. This is area code 701. Who is this area code 701?
Hey, what up, guys? It's Austin.
Hey!
What's up, man?
Yo, well, first I do want to start with a compliment because Joe, wow, that peach lit flavor, I have to say it's amazing. And then also, as far as the swag bag goes, that hat is now my daily hat. You've officially replaced my beanie, so props on that.
The beanie is gone from Captain Wetbeard?
Right? Then nobody will believe it, but you'll never see that again. It's all Eternal Smoke.
I think we need pictures.
We need pictures. I agree with that. We need Captain Wetbeard. Captain Wetbeard, of course, our Facebook moderator. You guys hear from him all the time as well. So, do you have a question for Joe as well then?
Yeah, I have two questions. So, based on your background with having less than a year's worth of hookah experience, what was your favorite pipe that you tried at the expo, and which one came home with you, and for what reasons, what features?
I like that question quite a bit. We'll take that off of the air. Thank you, Austin, Captain Wetbeard, for giving us a call. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. I honestly didn't get to smoke a lot at the expo, to be honest. I was running around like a madman. Um, but in general, I've like the Dream Smoke is really good. I've had that. I don't think it was at the expo, but I've had it. It's real good. I'm a fan of Regal. Yeah, I'm a fan of the Aeons. They're real good. And I guess the one that came home with me was the Hot Box.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's really cool. I can just fill it up with water and make sure that it's in the water and it's good to go. Like if I feel like I'm maybe messing something up, I can move the down stem around. So yeah, I'll go Hot Box for sure.
All right,
And
very cool.
and Nathan's a cool dude. It was great meeting him, and he had Eternal Smoke in his booth the whole weekend, so that was a big plus too.
Oh, very cool stuff. All right, let's go ahead and take our next caller now. This is area code 225. Area code 225. Who is this?
What's up, man? It's your boy Jesse down in NOLA.
Hey, how's it going, Jesse? How are you doing?
Sounds like a champion. That's all I hear.
Oh my gosh, this is the tag team beer pong tag team champion of the world.
No pressure.
Do you guys have a team
Nope.
name? What was your guys' team name?
You want me to say
It
it?
was of course we will win. Course spelling COORS, like the beer.
Nice. That's trashy as shit. Good job, guys.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Joe had more confidence in us than we did. I was like, we're gonna have the douchiest name and lose first round. And he's like, nah, man, we got it.
Bro, we talked so much smash or so much trash. I was ready for us just to get like smashed like round one. Like we just talked so much trash the whole entire time.
How did I
That's
not
great.
hear that team name? How did I never hear that was that was amazing. No wonder you guys won with a team name like that. What the hell? That's great.
I mean,
I mean,
we're both good old boys, so
Oh,
good old boys. Who
God.
drink some Coors and play some beer pong. So.
Oh, jeez. That accent is coming
Yeah.
out a little bit. I take it you're not originally from Florida?
No, I'm from Pennsylvania, a
Oh,
little
okay.
town in the middle of nowhere.
Well,
Where?
Jesse, do you have a question that you'd like to ask your tag team champion?
I don't have a question. I just wanted to say, my boy Joe, I love you. I love you, and I love Eternal Smoke. I wanted to say, if you haven't tried them yet, well, one, you're lame because they've been out long enough to where you should have. But two, they're a really great brand. And my wife, who is very supportive of my habit, my hobby, is very supportive of that. She does not smoke hookah.
Mhm.
But the only time if I'm sitting on the couch, we're doing whatever, she will smoke. The only brand she will smoke is Eternal Smoke. She said that's the only brand where she gets good flavor. She doesn't get a overkill of buzz like she does with some other brands. Not knocking on them. It's just, if you don't smoke it, hits you harder. But so if you have someone that, doesn't like hookah, like back in the day when you try to bring someone into hookah, it's usually like, hey, try Starbuds first or something like that. Now I would suggest, if you're trying to bring someone new into hookah, Eternal Smoke. You got to go with Eternal Smoke. You got to do it, man. It's great flavors, and it'll give you a buzz. Don't get me wrong, but it's something that it won't have you throwing up.
Very nice.
So I suggest it to anyone that never tried it or is been smoking for years and just wants another really good brand to have on their shelf. I'm on my 12th container on the
Goodness,
shelf,
goodness.
so I got
Well, we
Pokemon, man. Got to get them all.
we appreciate you calling in a hell of a lot. Yes, you guys are the champions of the beer pong that happened over at the frat house on Saturday night. It was a fantastic time. I was telling the story earlier. I don't know if you were listening or not. When I first saw you practicing to play beer pong, you had me intimidated because you were just sinking them. You were just like, I'm going to make it. And it made it, and it was crazy. So I'm glad that we got. Yeah, you were at the very beginning. You were looking like an all-star.
Okay, yeah, you watched the first 5 minutes of the hour that I practiced because the other 55 minutes I was hot garbage. I was like, we're screwed. I hope Joe brought it, and Joe brought it.
Joe brought it. Well, we
He's the
appreciate
champion.
you.
I was just on his team.
We appreciate you very much for calling in. Thank you so much. We hope to hear from you again in the future. We'll go and drop the call and talk to you later. Okay, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Good guy, that Jesse.
Oh, calm down over there. Blushing here in a minute. We're going to take another call here in just a minute. Oh, it looks like we have a call that's a little bit more local. This is area code Heidi Hole. This is area code what's it called? What did we upgrade you to? What did we upgrade Bracken to, Adrian? What did he get upgraded to?
Some type of a loft.
What was it? What it was was it a condo? Did we give him a condo? Is that what it was?
We let him leave the hole. That's what I know for sure.
We let him leave the hole. The wooden cabin. We calling straight from the wooden cabin right now. We have producer master Bracken Cox.
Hey guys, long time listener, first time caller. How's it going?
This is bullshit. What's up, Bracken?
I've got a question for James.
Actually, it's Joe. It's Joe.
Oh, Joe. Okay,
Yes.
Sorry, Joseph. I've got a call for Joseph. So a lot of brands out there, they're blondes and darks and does Eternal Smoke have a dark leaf coming out?
Ooh.
Can you tell secrets? Do we know secrets? Can we look at your face? Can we zoom in and see if we're giving anything away? That's my question. Bye.
Enhance. Matt, use the enhance feature that we use on our podcast.
It's not working.
Yeah, that's because we don't have that technology.
We don't. We definitely don't.
So that's a good question.
Okay. Joseph?
I can answer, no problem. In the immediate future, there's no dark coming out.
Okay.
Like you guys mentioned, we already have 30 flavors. So, and I mean, maybe down the road sometime, but we got to get everyone on board right now with our blonde leaf, with what we have going right now. We don't want to overextend ourselves. So, I mean, if you want it though, keep hounding at us, keep begging for it, and that's how you get stuff done in this year of the 2019.
Bracken just said Matt is the new Ron Burgundy. He will read whatever I type. Go fuck yourself, San Francisco. I am Matt Desmond.
Quit reading the prompts, yeah?
Okay, I'll quit reading the prompts.
Yeah, stop that.
I apologize. All right, so let's see. We're going to keep on moving on. Adrian, you want to take another phone call?
Yeah, let's take another phone call.
All right, let's take another phone call. We got a couple more on the line waiting for us. Don't forget to drop a like as well. This is area code 682. Area code 682. Who is this?
What's up, guys? It's Moise.
Hi, Moise. How are you doing?
Better watch your mouth, buddy.
Pretty good, yeah. Apparently, Matt doesn't want to read stuff I post, so, I got to keep it PG.
I'm getting the flack. I'm getting the flack. I am. God dang.
No, so I met Joe in Vegas. Me and my group supported Eternal. We bought a lot of flavor amongst our group. So I wanted to know, down the line, when you guys do release flavors, or when they first released this batch of flavors, were y'all actually planning on doing it like the Dragon series or the Cool series, or were did it all just work out that way? And then how's your boss doing? Wink, wink.
Hey, you get out of here, Moise, with that kind of talk. Get out of here.
Is his boss cute?
Get out of here. We're not talking about that at all.
Joe, hang on after the show.
I was hitting on that show.
Moise, ask your question one more time so we get a straight question from you.
Oh, I can translate. Okay. I know what he asked.
So, when they were making the flavors, did they know that they were going to break them into these series? And in the future, when they make more flavors, is that how it's going to go, or did they do it one by one? It just worked out that way.
Okay, perfect. We'll take your question off of the air. Thank you, Moise.
That's a really good question. I think it kind of just worked that way. You know what I mean? They were working on the tobacco for 3 years before I showed up. Yeah, so they were working on the flavor. They were working on the cut. I think we went through 2 different tobacco cutting machines to get that cut that we have. And I honestly think it just kind of worked out where we're I think we had 3 or 4 of the line, and then we realized, okay, this is this line, that's that line, this line, right. And then the other few just kind of trickled into where they belong.
It just kind of fell into place. It wasn't okay, we're gonna make 6 lines, 5 flavors a piece. That makes sense. I like doing it organically like that because nothing's forced.
Yeah, there was definitely never any all right, we need to have 5 cool series. You need to have 5. Yeah, I think it just kind of worked out where we were oh, this tastes really good. Okay, this is that. oh, this is kind
Right.
of in the same wheelhouse as that guy. Let's put him over here.
So as much shit as we give Moyes, that was actually a pretty good question.
That was a very good question. That was
actually really good.
I think he asked about future lines too. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. We'll find out because
He's just not telling us shit. We didn't.
No,
find out.
I'm Scout's honor. I think we have some flavors coming up, but like I said, the dark line, we don't want to overstep. We don't want to go already. So
You guys are already killing it in blonde. Give it some time, probably for the best.
Yeah. I mean, we wanted to launch with 30 flavors so that like if you didn't like banana or Dulce Banana, you have 29 other flavors of our tobacco.
There's no excuse not to find a flavor you like.
Right. We wanted to make sure that everyone can have a flavor that they like.
I like that. I think that's a really good way to look at it. So we still have some more callers, as long as everyone's cool with taking some more calls. Joe, are you okay with taking a couple more calls?
I'm here all night.
All night. All right. Longest episode. We're pulling Joe Rogan numbers right now when it comes to the length of the podcast. We'll just do a. Yeah. Okay. So this is. I don't know where I was gonna go with that. For a second.
Either.
I don't know what I was gonna say. This is area code 609. Area code 609. Who is this?
Together, Matt Desmond. Come on now. It's Travis. You know who it is.
Hey, Travis.
Hey,
How are you
What's
doing?
up, boys?
Travis, leader from
Doing
Hookah
very well,
University,
thank you.
throwing the absolute best parties. If there's a party and it's worth going to, Travis, leader, must be the one that's in charge of it. How are you doing, man?
Oh, you make my heart happy today, Matt. You're doing it, bro. I'm doing
Yo,
very well, guys.
I'm
Thank you
still
so much
hungover.
for having me on. I'm happy to say what's up.
Yeah.
And I do have a question, a very serious question, because there's been a whole lot of hookah talk, but not enough White Claw talk.
Okay, all right.
What
Let's
is
hold on.
everybody's favorite White Claw flavor?
Hold on 1 second before we get into the White Claw talk. All right.
What? No.
I just
Keep
need
going.
everyone to know.
Don't make me circle back to corn.
Hey, baby.
There is definitely laws when you are drinking claws.
And the circle back to
No,
corn
they do
mix
not
that Travis
apply.
does.
Have
is
you
the
not
best mix.
seen the meme?
I've seen the meme. Sadly, memes do not
They're
hold
not
up in court.
law.
Memes don't hold up in court, Travis. I'm sorry to break this to you.
Officer, I
You
had
have
a
to
White
type-
Claw, so
I had a
Fuck
White Claw,
off.
so I'm safe. I'm good. All right. What is your White Claw?
Move along.
What is your White Claw question, Travis?
I gotta know what your guys' favorite White Claws are because we went through how many cases of it that weekend we were all together.
Oh, palate.
Too many.
so I.
Thank you,
as
Travis.
the
We're gonna
White
take
Claw
your question off
expert-
the air.
Yes, thank you,
Wait,
Travis.
Matt,
Yeah, what?
ask him how you got his nickname, the Banana King. Later, guys.
Bye.
It's also a good question. As a White Claw, I don't want to say expert, but basically expert. they're all pretty good. All right. But
You give
if
far
you
too
had to-
many political answers, by the way.
But if you had to have me pick one,
Okay.
it'd be this ruby grapefruit right here.
That's a good one.
That's
That's a
my
very
favorite.
good one.
I was,
my favorite.
yeah, I like that
That's
one.
my second place, actually. I respect that.
What is your first place,
What's your
Adrian?
first place? Yeah, that's a good
As
question.
an actual expert on, I don't know, LaCroix, bubbly, fizzy waters, I can appreciate a beverage that is, in this case, very lightly sweet. And I think there's like 2 grams of sugar in here. And the essence of the flavor really carries everything. It's not so much the sweetness. I haven't even cracked mine yet. But LaCroix doesn't make a cherry, or a good one anyway. But
Black.
White Claw.
That's my second
cherry?
favorite.
Ooh, you got good taste. See?
That's my second favorite.
Very good White Claw.
Oh my gosh. I was trying to describe a White Claw to somebody over this last couple of days, and they were like, what is a White Claw? And I was trying to explain. I said, well, have you ever had a LaCroix? And they're like, I've never had a LaCroix. And I said, okay, well, let me try to explain both of these together at the same time. Imagine you have water in one room of your house, and then in another room of your house, you have a grapefruit, and it's yelling at the water, you taste like grapefruit! That's basically what a LaCroix and a White Claw taste like.
They actually don't change the flavors of LaCroix. They package them differently, and it's a fucking Fugazi.
It's a Fugazi. It's a Fugazi. That's what it is. All right, we're gonna move on to our next caller. Oh, wait. Why are you known as the Banana King? Yeah, let's hear this out. Was it a banana in your? Anyways, moving on.
No. It's a PG reply. I am the Banana King because of Dulce Banana.
Okay.
It's that simple. I just showed up and everyone like freaked out about it. I think there was some some hangs where maybe I had I just moved into my new place. There might have been like a banana box for moving.
Oh, yes, I remember hearing the story. Okay, yes.
So I got trolled a little bit about that.
I
But
like that.
as the Banana King, I accept all trolls. Trolls are acceptable in all
kingdom.
forms.
In
my kingdom.
In your banana kingdom, you will accept the brown spots, also known as trolls.
I accept all trolls, as long as you're not being a complete a-hole.
we have another caller right now that we're going to go and take very quickly. I think we're winding down on calls, so I'm actually going to transition.
Giveaways, so this probably has to be the last call.
Yeah, I think we have 3 people on the line. So as long as we don't get any more people on the line.
Fire.
Yes, rapid fire. So area code 408. Who is this? Area code 408.
Hey, did you guys know that the first hookah was created out of a coconut shell?
Hello, hookologist. How are you doing?
What's up, baby?
How'd you know it was me?
Because your voice. You've been calling for so long. We know who you are, Tommy.
You may as well say it's your favorite friendly neighborhood hookologist. I've been like, yeah, it's Tommy. Hello.
Yeah, hi, Tommy. Hi, Tommy.
Well, I wanted to be different today, and I love fun facts, so, there you go.
We like the fact. We enjoyed the fun fact about hookah on your friendly neighborhood hookologist has brought to you the AM Hookah Fact of the day. So we appreciate that. How are you enjoying Eternal Smoke, Tommy?
I'm just loving it. They put me together, and I bought 5 flavors for $80, and I am enjoying all of them. Except I haven't opened Dark Bean. I'm not a big coffee drinker, so I'm like hesitant to even smoke it. But you know what's there?
Smoke it.
I guess I got to do what the twin says.
The advice. We had the hookah fun fact of the day, and now we have the hookah advice of the day. Smoke it.
Well, you know what? Even all of my friends are enjoying Eternal Smoke. I'm having people over later, or whenever the hell they show up, and all we've been smoking is Eternal Smoke. I even took it to the lounge once, and they were like, "Hey, we like that."
Oh, very nice. Do you have a question for Joe from Eternal Smoke, Tommy?
Yeah, why would you make coffee flavors?
Why would you make? All right, well, we're gonna take that question off.
Answer to that,
we're gonna...
Tommy.
I
gotta go. Love you, bye.
You know what?
Good question.
Oh, good question. You're too kind.
Good question. We have 30 flavors, so we wanted to make sure that the coffee lovers had some flavors to smoke.
That was a fantastic answer.
I feel like there is a market for it because I agree. Don't quote me on it, but I think Dark Bean was the best seller from the expo for us.
So I never tried Dark Bean, and I only tried it at the expo, and I was super impressed with it. Like that was definitely, I was very. I'm not a coffee drinker, or I'm a huge coffee drinker. I'm not a coffee smoker, so I'm never really drawn towards that for whatever reason. But I was really impressed with the Dark Bean, and I would love to get it if for no other reason than to mix it with like a lot of other stuff because it was a strong flavor, and I could see it mixing well with like fruit flavors. And other cream flavors and banana dolce, especially. A lot of
people who didn't like coffee in real life. I know a lot of people who tried Morning Glory by Trifecta and didn't really like it. And I would recommend, just like I recommend to people who don't like double apple flavors, try Eternal Smoke's iteration. It's a different take.
Good way to look at it.
On that point, it was I've gotten a couple compliments about, they're like comparing us to Morning Glory and stuff. And that's
That's a compliment.
It's a big compliment.
Morning Glory is like it's what everyone goes to when they think of a good coffee flavor.
True.
Although it's a dark leaf, so if you're looking for something lighter,
good way to look at it. All right, so we have 2 more callers. Like I said, we're gonna do these quick fire action. Quickly state your name, state your question. This is area code 618. Area code 618. Who is this?
Well, today is the Tournament of Champions. This is Jeremy Bird from
Hey, Jeremy Bird from Hookah University, the other half of that amazing party thrower. Jeremy, I don't think I got to tell you enough how much I appreciated my wife especially. Like we were so happy to be at that house in Vegas, and you guys just made it feel like home, and you made everybody feel so welcomed. We really appreciated it a lot.
Well, I am also a fellow White Claw enthusiast, but I just wanted to get this conversation back to corn and asking Joe. Any savory flavors, please? Question mark?
Oh, man.
Savory flavors.
Yeah, Jeremy's...
Like a boiled corn, for instance.
Boiled corn, steak, salmon. What is your favorite savory flavor, Jeremy?
Cashew by WTO.
Cashew. I did not get to try the cashew, but it smelled really good. It wasn't the WTO one. It was the what was the other brand that we had there? Duft? Was
There
it Duft?
must have been some must-have and Duft there. I did
Okay. Yeah, there was a roasted cashew that I really wanted to try, but I did not. But I do like the idea of bringing on these savory flavors, obviously. But we'll take your question off the air, Jeremy. We appreciate you so much for calling in, as always.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. Banana King. See you guys later.
See you, buddy.
All right. What is... What just happened?
Got him.
Yeah, this is what happens when you take live calls on the air. You never know what's going to be the case. All right, so
savory flavor. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm sorry that this is gonna be the same answer, but we just have a bunch of flavors already.
Mm-hmm.
So down the line, I'm keeping them in my head. So I got thoughts. We got plans.
We have
but
we have a really good friend of the show. His name is J Rock. I don't think he was able to make it today, but he wants a hot chocolate flavor. He wants
Choco Dream would be his.
Oh, really?
Choco Dream would be a go-to for sure.
We will get a hold of him and make sure that he tries out that flavor because he's been asking for it for a long time. We have our last caller of the evening, the very last caller, and then we're going to be giving away our swag bag. But the last caller's area code 256. Area code 256. Who is this?
My main man, Pots and Pans. What's good with that, man?
What's going on, B-Lou? Oh, shit.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, man?
Doing good.
Hey, I want to say y'all appreciate it, man. I appreciate Joe coming on. And look, I wanted to ask you one thing. You say you were in the gaming. I didn't hear you talk about it much, but I want to know what actually do you play and what's your PSN name or Xbox Live name or whatever.
Ooh.
Give it out.
I'm smoking this Red Lips. I'm about to smoke Red Lips.
About to smoke some Red Lips. Have you tried any of the Eternal Smoke stuff so far?
Yeah. I smoked the whole, like I had some 50 packs of it. I smoked the Aloha Night, the what is it, smoothie. It was really good. I got the Red Lips. I'm about to mix the Red Lips with Rio Mint right now. Smoke that.
Ooh. You got some good taste, B-Lou. We appreciate you so much for calling so very much. It was so awesome to meet you and get a picture with you.
Yeah, it was great meeting you. Holy shit.
Yes. You're a very tall person.
Man. You too, Adrian. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. Hey, shout out to you too, Bracken. I know you ain't on right now, but man, I love that guy, man.
I'm here, man.
Thank y'all.
All right. Thank you for calling. Talk to you later, man. Bye.
So I played PlayStation, so I couldn't even tell you my name right now, but I'll put it up. I'll make sure to comment it on the AM Hookah Podcast Facebook.
I will share it if you're all right with it. I will share it to our Twitter because Bilu is our favorite Twitter listener beyond all the other. I'm sorry, Twitter. I'm very sorry, but Bilu is our favorite Twitter listener by far, and that is how we reach out to each other. So I will share it on Twitter so to make sure that he gets a hold of your PSN ID. All right.
Yeah, I do PlayStation. And I got the PC. I wish I could play more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it's like phone games because I'm like walking around. But yeah, hopefully.
Is there any game that is like catching your interest in the upcoming like release window or anything? Are you a Call of Duty person? Are you somebody who likes esports?
Definitely gonna pick up Borderlands 3.
Okay.
For sure, Borderlands 3 for sure. I think that's the only one that's really on my radar.
Oh, okay.
I need a release date for the new Metroid Prime. That's what I need.
Right? Come on. Hurry up, Nintendo. What are you doing? Making a masterpiece or something? Sure, it's fine. Just get it out.
I'll wait if it is. If it's as good as Metroid Prime 1 was, I'll wait.
Well, I hope so. All right. Well, thank you, Joe, for coming on. I feel like there's always so much more that we can have as a conversation and a longer session, obviously. So we would love to have you on in the future again because this has been a fantastic time. And like I said, there's always so much more to talk about. It does look like we have a question from Kyle Smith. Is that what we got? Okay. It says, ask Joe why he's such a damn good big spoon and why he never called like he said he would.
All right, so if you don't know anything about Kyle Smith, he's a bear. This dude's tall. He'll kill you. How is Joe? I need some logistical details here.
This is the story of how I met Kyle. I was at the New York Gala for THL, and I had a room that had a spare bed. And by the end of the night, he was like, "Hey, I'm looking for a place to crash." And I was like, a little. I was not Matt level, but maybe halfway there, and I was like, I got a couch bed.
Oh man.
And so I drunkenly. Oh wait, let me not say that. Okay, yeah, I was a little drunk, and I had the maps on my phone, and I thought I was going the right way. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And we get to like this dead end like alley, and I was like, Kyle, can you take this and get me home? So he got us back to the apartment. We spent like all weekend together. We opened up some packs. What was it? Football cards.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was fun. It was great. He's a great guy, man. I couldn't have found a better random. What did you say? I was a big spoon. I don't remember. I couldn't have found a better spoon than Kyle Smith.
Man, that is a fantastic story.
Hashtag best spoon.
Best spoon. Hashtag best spoon. I like that. Not big or little spoon. Why do we got to discriminate against size? Just hashtag
Right?
best spoon. Obviously. All right. Are we?
I heard big spoon and I was like,
How's this work?
that's not how I've been doing it.
I mean, they call me Banana King for a reason, all right?
All right, so let's go ahead and jump in real quickly to the giveaway. The raffle is about to end and take place. The White Claws has been drunk, and we are ready to give away this fantastic swag bag away from Eternal Smoke. Could you reach in there one more time? About to pull something out and just you know what to do. You know what to do. Reaching into his bag of swag. Oh, he's finding something good. He knows exactly what he's going for. He's finding it. He's about to pull it out. Is he going to show us? What is that? In fact, it's gone. It's gone just like that. We're going to have to wait and see what it is and if you are the winner. So I'm going to go ahead and close the entries. You've had plenty of time to be able to score this entry into it. All you had to do is type in !win. That's all you had to do. Type !win. You'd be entered into our raffles to be able to win this amazing looking swag bag. And we're going to go ahead and give it away. So all you have to do, by the way, to be able to win this is be here in the chat when your name is called. Be ready. Type it immediately. Say, I'm here. You do have to be a U.S. resident, which I always forget to say at the very beginning, so I apologize. If you are not a U.S. resident, then we will not be able to get that shipped out to you just logistically and all that kind of stuff. Sadly, that's just not how it works. Am I correct in that, Joe? You're looking for North America only? United States?
It would be appreciated, yeah.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the winner, and if I could, Adrian, could you give me my drum roll, please?
I need to invest in a drum. Bing.
Boom.
Touch.
Stefan is the winner. If Stefan is in the chat, Stefan, you're going to need to announce yourself as quickly as possible.
You got 20 seconds, boy.
Is that what it is? Well, I guess there's 20-second delay from us announcing to when it goes.
He's here.
Oh, he's here. We're fine. We're good. There was no need to get worried about that at all. So congratulations, Stefan. All you're going to need to do is just reach out to Joe and let him know your address and stuff like that. Say, hi, I'm Stefan. I was the winner. And obviously, we will tell him if you are the right Stefan. Don't you randomly say you're Stefan if you're not Stefan, okay? Don't Stefan him out of a gift, basically. Yeah, that's bad. No juju. That's about it. Joe, if people want to find Eternal Smoke, where do they go to find Eternal Smoke?
So we got some spots. We have it's at Eternal SMK on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter for those Twitter people.
For Belo.
We're also on YouTube at Eternal Smoke. You can find us at eternalsmoke.com. If you're not, because we're straight B2B right now, so if you're not a business, you can find on we got Hookah Junkie, we got 5 Star, we got Juicy Hookah, we got Hookah John. I think that's it. Once again, if I forgot, you can find it at where to get it.
Sky Hookah Distribution.
Sky Hookah, yes, thank you.
Hookah Distribution.
Sky Hookah, yes.
I just
Dimitri
posted.
and Gregory will hook you up.
I just posted the link for the YouTube for Eternal Smoke inside of the chat right now. Click on it, go to it, subscribe to it ASAP. Let them know that you are excited for what it is they are doing here on YouTube as well.
Let's do this.
Okay.
If I get let's say if I get our YouTube's not that great right now. Let's say if I get 20 YouTube subscribers and you subscribe to our YouTube and you comment on one of our videos, you're in the running for another swag bag. Let's do that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
People, get on that.
Austin.
You're already on YouTube watching right now.
Yes, Austin, please take that down. Put it onto the AM Hookah Facebook group and let people know that if they get 20, all you have to do is make a comment on a video and you'll be entered in to get a swag bag from Eternal Smoke. That's a super cool deal and easy to do. Plus, you get cool video content, so that's a win-win, basically. Adrian, if people want to know where it is that they can find you on the internet, what can they do?
Yo, like hookah tutorials, unboxings, reviews, degenerate shit revolving around hookah. Come check me out, Pipe Dream Hookah. Channel's been dead for 2 months. Don't fucking worry about it. There's stuff going on, I promise. You want to find me on Instagram or Twitter? Don't find me on Instagram, or Twitter rather. Doesn't matter. _Pipe Dream. And hey, you want to find me on Facebook and you haven't figured out how to use my name and what my face looks like to do that yet? You're probably under 18 and need to get the fuck out anyway.
I love it. I just get mesmerized by your outros. I think they're great. If you want to find me on Facebook, this is what my face looks like. My name is Matt Dezen. If you want to find me on Twitter, I would really appreciate it. @OnlyMattDezen. I really enjoy using Twitter quite a bit. If you want to find me on YouTube, you can just hang out here on the AM Hookah Podcast channel. This is where I am promoting my stuff. Yes, Adrian?
No, keep going.
Oh,
when
okay.
you're done.
Yes, this is where I like to produce my stuff. I actually have a couple more vlogs coming up. If you enjoyed the one that I did for the Expo, there's going to be another one in the future. Plus, there's some video reviews and stuff like that as well. Don't forget that AM Hookah Podcast is all over the internet as well. You can find us right here, youtube.com/AM Hookah, twitch.tv/AM Hookah. You can find us on Facebook over at the group and the page. You can also find us on Instagram as well. And anywhere that there's stuff you can do on the internet, we're probably somewhere around there. But that's all I got. Adrian, you got something else you wanted to add?
Congratulations to us for hitting the like goal.
Oh, awesome. Thank you guys for helping us hit that like goal. Super appreciate that. That is going to do it for today. Be prepared and ready for Wednesday when there's going to be a new video that's going to drop on that day. And also on Friday when there will be another video that drops on that day. And be prepared and ready for whatever we got planned for next Monday's show, which we don't know, but it will be good. And it will.
I can come back if you want. That's fine.
There we go.
Turtle Smoke.
There we go.
Part 2 Electric Boogaloo, baby.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it as always. And until next time, keep on smoking. See you later. Bye.